summer of 1967. As I recall, it would have been in late July, in the heartland of our nation. I can picture Lyons, Kansas in my mind. Just a small town full of ordinary people. Tradition played a big part in our lives. Teens would drive around the square, shooting moons and drinking beer. It was summertime and love was in the air. But I was just a kid, and everything I did was the only thing that mattered in my life. Riding bikes down to the park, staying out way after dark, chasing fireflies and playing kick the can. But oh, it was a good life, the way it was back then. And no, I wouldn't change mine. And I still remember when, my favorite things were baseball games. I played in Little League with all my friends. Made it to the final game, seeking fortune and our fame. On one more game our season would depend. It was Lion State Bank versus Mountain Dew. We were evenly matched. Now here's a story that I like to call the catch. On that moonlit night, we were neck and neck. By the bottom of the sixth, it was 6-6. It was getting good, yeah, we were having fun. The seventh inning came and went without a run. But at the top of the eighth, it was Lion State. They scored a couple of runs, then they were leading 6-8. But oh, it was a good life, the way it was back then. And no, I wouldn't change my family or my friend, or my friend. In the bottom of the eighth, Mountain Dew was at the plate. 2 runners on and they only had 1 out. Butch stepped into the batter's box, bat in hand, he started to talk. People in the stands began to shout. But Troy pitched the ball, and the audience reeled. Butch drove it deep into center field. Well, it looked like it was gone, there was no doubt, and no 9-year-old had ever hit one out. But Dan ran back with his glove held high toward center field fence, looking toward the sky. I was at first base, I could see it all, as Dan jumped up and he caught that ball. He looked at his glove in disbelief, but when I saw him smile, I sighed relief. Troy stepped the next guy out, and that was number 3. Then Lion State Bank sailed on to victory. But oh, it was a good life, the way it was back then. And no, I wouldn't change mine, and I still remember when. Then I heard some guy say, I know Dan caught that ball, his eyes were closed. I could not believe what I had heard. I said, that may be what you're hoping, but I know his eyes were open. Either way, my friend, I guess we won the game. Well, Dan made the catch, and he pulled us through it. We're proud we had what it took to do it. But I'd have to say that all along we knew it. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yes, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But oh, it was a good life, the way it was back then. And no, I wouldn't change mine, and I still remember when. But oh, it was a good life, the way